That's picking it up.
That's right, your mother's got a penis. It is, and everyone's looking to me, friends.
That's what happens when Welsh people rap.
Your mother's got a penis.
Your mother's got a penis.
I can't believe you've never heard that before.
I feel like I should have.
When I was at school, that was what. Well, to be fair, that's just how he greeted everyone. Then your mother's got a penis.
I love those daft things.
I know. Yeah. There's not that much like.
There's not comedy. What was the other?
anymore.
Al.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Yankovic, that's it.
Yeah. Lonely Island as well. Remember those guys?
Which one did they do?
Like, oh, they did fucking loads. I Just Had Sex, that one with Akon.
I remember that.
That was one of my favourites. But they did a load with like Justin Timberlake as well. The guy from like what's it, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Nine-Nine. Yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't remember what his name is, but him and two other guys.
I never know what his name is. I don't
Yeah,
think I've
but
ever been told it.
yeah, like pretty much every single Lonely Island song is fucking hilarious. Jizzed in my pants.
Jizzed in my pants. That's the one I remember.
That was like the big one. That
one had a full video that went like across MTV and everything. It was everywhere.
All of them, they had great like production value. They used to get so many like they'd done like several songs with Rihanna.
Riding Dirty, and his was Riding Nerdy.
That was Weird Al.
Yeah, that was
Weird Al Yankovic. Yeah, fucking hell. Is there anyone still doing that like?
I don't think so.
Hardcore like parody music.
Another niche in the market for us there, boy.
Yeah. Your mother's got a penis.
People are lucky right now, actually, that we're not sat here in towels, which was your original plan.
Yeah, well, I've been working on my bathroom and I didn't have access to a bath or shower for a few days. So I said to Lex, do you mind if I come around here and use your shower?
Use your facilities.
Yeah, and he said, no, I'll hose you off in the garden, you filthy animal.
I gave you the options. You could have a bucket and a rag. Or the hose.
Yeah, and I went for the hose.
Puts the lotion on the skin.
Has everyone seen the original the Rambo film, the first one, where they've got him in that like the station and then they're hosing him off? Can you remember it?
Yeah, and he's having PTSD from it.
Yeah. That's basically what happened. If you haven't seen it, just skip forward like 30 minutes into the first Rambo film. Yeah. That was me in Lex's back garden as he was hosing me off. Or in Pulp Fiction when they go around after Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta's character accidentally blow the guy's head off.
Oh yes.
And then they go around to Quentin Tarantino's house and
the cleaner comes around.
Then they get hosed off in the back garden. Either of those films, very similar incident for me.
I had a big Tarantino week this week. I watched. I listened to the podcast he did with Joe Rogan.
Yes.
Which is sick. But then I watched Grindhouse. And what's it called? Death Proof with Kurt Russell.
Death Proof's good.
So
I haven't watched that in a while.
I completely forgot about the ending. I wasn't ready for it.
Oh really?
Yeah, I wasn't ready. I forgot that happens.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Like,
I was at school when I saw
cave his skull in.
Yeah, properly.
Like they're properly getting back.
Yeah.
I forgot completely because when you saw it, I think it was released as a double feature because it was Grindhouse. It was the girl with the machine gun leg.
Yes.
And Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Not Slaughterhouse. And Death Proof.
Yeah.
So in my head, my brain mixed the two together.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for the girl who gets her leg lost in the first
Planet
hit.
Terror?
Planet Terror.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
With the machine gun leg.
Yes.
Planet Terror.
Yeah.
But it's a Grindhouse production.
Grindhouse production, and they did Planet Terror and then Death Proof.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a double feature when it came out. Like, it was in the cinema for a while.
Yeah, that does ring a bell, to be fair.
Because Death Proof's 2 hours nearly on its own.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That's why I went back. I looked at it and I was like, how long is that? 1 hour 50? I was like, did I miss like the Planet Terror part? Yeah. But no, it was like when you watch it now, it's single. You know, they're separate. But
yeah, that does ring a bell. Or maybe when like they used to bring DVDs out and it would be like a joint DVD.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just that.
I definitely
weird things.
Well, did I see this in the cinema actually? Don't remember.
Yeah.
I watched Kill Bill as well. I knew I'd had a thought. Yeah. So I went on about Tarantino because originally I didn't like Kill Bill when I went to watch it in cinema because I didn't get it.
Yeah.
When I first watched it, because I was used to Tarantino's Dusk Till Dawn, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, and then Kill Bill's like he properly went Eastern with it.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it. Yeah. Now I get it. It's sick, like to watch. So I'm trying to watch Volume 2, but it's not on any of the mainstreams. So
right.
I have to alluded on it.
Yeah, Kill Bill's brilliant. I haven't watched that in quite a while, to be fair. From Dusk Till Dawn, because he's not the director in it. If I remember right, that's the Robert Rodriguez film.
Yeah, yes.
But also Robert Rodriguez directed, I'm sure, or he co-directed Planet Terror or something like that.
maybe.
And they've worked together on a few things.
Do you know that I found out in the Tarantino podcast that Rodriguez wanted to do Conan?
Oh, really?
Yeah. It has never happened, but that would be sick.
Yeah, that would be very good.
Are you cool enough now? Because I'm going to shut that window so we don't get bugged.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, last time we got swarmed with bugs, didn't we?
Swarmed, and I am a tasty treat.
Yeah.
They love the taste of Lex. I went bitten on my calf. I'll show it you later. It's a mess. One bite, 5 days of pain, and a golf ball sized lump.
Oh, really? I've got bitten on the calf as
kills
well.
me.
Mine's nearly gone now. I never get bitten, and I've got swarmed this week.
It would have been okay because it would have helped emphasise my calf,
Yes.
but it was right on the edge, so it still appears as a lump. I've been bitten on the calf before, and it just made my calf look awesome.
Yeah. Please, more down there.
But yeah, what was I going to say as well? I was going to say something. Went on to Tarantino. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, yeah, do you know Bill Cosby's been released?
Yeah, I've heard.
What the fuck?
I don't.
Do you know he was only serving 3 to 10 years in the first place?
No.
Because even though there was over 60 allegations to him, only one actually went to court. So he got 3 to 10 years, which is like basically saying, I'll be there in 20 to 3 months.
Yeah.
20 minutes to 3 months.
Yeah.
Like, what? How is 3 to 10 a sentence?
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Yeah, I only saw it because of like some memes that have come out about it. I didn't actually realise it's fucking ridiculous.
Like, so he's out, and do you know why he's out? Because simply a lawyer during the process of him being charged with stuff promised him that for the case he was charged for and went to jail for, promised if he testified to a civil suit that he could then not be charged for that case in another court of law or another section of the law. And his lawyers dug that back up, that promise made by a lawyer, nothing signed, nothing, just said out loud.
Yeah.
And because of that, they've had to release him because he's been jailed for a crime that he was promised he would not be charged for if he gave evidence in this other case.
Fuck's sake.
Can you believe that shit?
Yeah, I think there should just be something that can overrule this bullshit.
But the problem is, all the cases are so old
Yeah.
that even though 60 women came forward, none of them have any evidence.
Yeah.
And the law can't allow that either, because otherwise it makes sense that otherwise anyone could just come forward and go, oh, 20 years ago he touched me funny.
Yeah.
You can't have it. Like it's
No,
if there's
I
no
do-
evidence. We all know
Yeah.
he fucking did it. But
There should still be like an element of common sense that should be
that
allowed.
that shouldn't be allowed. Where a lawyer promised him something previously, and then he then got charged for it and found guilty. You can't be like, mulligan.
Yeah.
You can't. And he's free. That's it. He's done. Did you see when he came out of court? He did his little spaz out.
No.
He's walking and he just goes, and then goes, like literally like that. He's walking and just does a Bill Cosby thing. You're like, just like he's no fucks give. He's either senile or I don't know. He does have dementia, doesn't he? I think.
Fuck knows. It doesn't matter, does it? He shouldn't be.
Hopefully he
shouldn't be
dies in a pile of his own feces
Yeah. What a fucking prick.
with bed rot all over him. Anyway,
Well, fabulous.
yeah, but random. You see, so he's free, but Britney Spears isn't allowed out of her house.
Yes, that
What
was.
the fuck?
I remember seeing something. It's like I thought it was a bit of a conspiracy theory about people saying that like Britney Spears' social media is like all these things that she's doing, which is like kind of hinting to people that she needs help and she's not able. And like then loads more's come out about it. And I'm like, oh fuck, maybe it was.
She's literally made a plea to be allowed. I can't remember the word of what it is that she's under.
Yeah.
But she's basically, she isn't in control of any of her own money. She's monitored 24/7. She has to take drug tests all the time. She has to undress in front of people on a daily, dress and undress in front of people on a daily basis to make sure she's not hiding anything.
Cool.
Like it's horrendous. She's basically in prison, but in her home.
The thing is, like, fair enough. See, she had her like bit of a breakdown.
Yep.
Which is completely understandable, being as the fact that because of her parents, she was under a tremendous amount of stress from the basically a child, a very small child, and never had a normal life or upbringing in the slightest. So then to give the control to the people that probably
to
were
her.
the people that were the catalyst to make her have the breakdown is so fucking backwards.
And they don't want that control released because they get all her money right now to do what they want with
Yeah, of course.
and all that power.
And that's all that I was going to say. I think anyone who's going to be pushing their kids that hard, like everyone wants their kids to succeed, I'm sure, but like into something like show business where you're guaranteed to have a drug addiction, pretty much.
What was it someone said, oh, you want your child to go into show business? Why not just skip that and put them straight into rehab?
Yeah, fucking right. Fucking right. And yeah, that's so backwards.
It's such a
isn't
bizarre world, though, isn't it? Because they're so disconnected from reality.
it? Yeah.
Like the reason they all go to drugs is because there's nothing they can't have.
Yeah.
So the experience of drugs is the thing that is outside of their control, I guess. So
Yeah. Yeah. I feel bad for it. If that is, the case, which it does seem it, like
She
it seems
looks-
backwards.
pensive as well. Whenever you see her, she's just strained,
Yeah.
sad. Yeah, hopefully she'll win. Hopefully, with the amount of internet attention it's getting now, surely something will happen.
Yeah. Like, the thing is as well, surely someone who would look after her and kind of check over her mental state should be a third party who's qualified to do that, not just your dad.
But then
Like-
who's on whose payroll?
Yeah, fair point. Yeah, money
It's America.
talks, doesn't
It's
it?
all private, isn't it? So you just bring in who you want.
Yeah.
They'll give you like Michael Jackson style thing, isn't it? Where that doctor just kept medicating him
Yeah,
unnecessarily.
to death.
Same with Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know how fucked up he was? Shit tons of that was to do with his medication that his doctors were prescribing him that he didn't need. So when he came off it about 6 years ago or so, you literally saw a physical change in him. Like he was more mobile immediately.
Wow.
Yeah, the doctor, there was a whole thing. You can read up on it. Google it. Google Ozzy Osbourne, dodgy doctor or something. I don't know.
Shit. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, let's do a quick recap. So, it's a bit of a hectic week. Lots of things going on. So, obviously, it's predominantly my job to drive socially anything we do. And I've been I broke the camera. That was a whole thing. We had to get a whole new camera in. And I've been filming crazily for the new series, which is going live on Monday, which is the Shredded with a Life series. So, obviously, I'm having to get all that set up and ready and done. Because once that starts rolling, that's it. I've got to keep 2 videos a week. Everything's got to be going up. Plus the other ones. I'm bringing back the fight series. Bringing back the massage series. So, I'm going to be busy as fuck.
Yep.
But it's good to be busy. But what it did mean was because I have the time management skills of a 5-year-old with a crayon stuck up his nose, we didn't really get out the information as much as would be fair to everybody.
Yeah.
So here's what it is. We went to Burning Barn last week, which is one of the delicious rums we had in one of the first few weeks of the show.
Yes, it was. Yeah, probably week 4 or 5.
Yeah, we were in there, and it was one of our favourites. It turned out to be quite local, so we went down there, and we not only got to see see how and where they do it, we got to bottle, label, and wax seal our very own limited edition rum of one of. So we have one here that we're giving away.
There's less than 300 of them
Yes,
in the world.
and we have bottled this one, and we labelled it, and we've signed it, and it's wax sealed, and it's literally only one of 300, and we've got 2 others.
Yeah,
of
we've
those
got.
as well.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So technically, it's only because we stole 2, so it's only one of 298.
Yeah, and there's only 3 that have been wax sealed, labelled. Literally, the whole production thing was by us.
Yeah, we did
And
it.
there's only 3 of them, and one of them is going to be
Licked
given.
the
away.
inside of the bottle and everything for you.
Yeah.
So what we said was, the reason Burning Barn came about was because it's on their family estate, and the original barn that they have it in burnt down, and they rebuilt something over the top, which is when they decided to do the whole rum brewing thing. So obviously the insurance from the burn down helped with all that. So I may or may not have insinuated that the fire was set deliberately. It was not at all. It was a funny joke we made at the time. But because we made it, we said if you want to go onto, so here's how you enter. Go onto this podcast and last week's podcast and comment. What was it?
Burning Barn insurance claim.
That was it. Burning Barn insurance claim. Or you can comment something else that we gave you, I think, which was childhood insult. Your favourite childhood insult?
Yeah.
One of the 2. So just go on, and then we are going to pick. So what you need to do is subscribe to the podcast on YouTube, though. So that's the main thing. Get on our YouTube channel and subscribe there. That's all you have to do. I will put the link in one of my stories throughout up until Monday. I'll keep mentioning this in my stories. And when this goes live now, after the announcing of live, I will do the link to our YouTube channel, obviously, there, so you can watch this episode, which we're now talking about. And so you can go on there and just subscribe.
It's such a mind melt talking about something in future context that we're talking about from the past.
Everyone's like, I've lost all clue as to how we enter.
Yeah,
right, so
everyone's
seriously,
like,
right.
fuck it, I'm doing without.
To enter, all you have to do, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Spotify and iTunes. We'll be picking a winner from one of those 3 areas, and leave a comment wherever you can of Burning Barn insurance claim or your favourite childhood insult. Either or. or both.
Yeah.
Just make us chuckle. That'd be fun.
You're going to give this a recap on your Insta as well.
I will recap this on the Insta, and then we will pick a winner next week, which will be announced, and we'll be sending the lucky person that bottle of rum. We will also be securing a 10 to 15% discount on Burning Barn's stock just for you guys, exclusive to us. So you are very lucky that we are helping you all become productive alcoholics.
Yep. Yeah, functional alcoholics. Best way to be.
We're giving you the loophole where it looks like you're doing it for tastes and brewing prowess, but really it's all about the alcohol.
Yep. It's Burning Barn, they're really nice.
It's beautiful. On this one, by the way, so the bottle that you can win is a vanilla spiced rum finished off in a beer barrel.
Yep.
And it is 54.5%. It is a beauty. So what that means is you're only going to need like a couple of these every time you drink it to really enjoy it. It's a proper sipper.
Yeah.
And so it should last you a long time. And it is also it doesn't have it in it, but when you do drink it, we had it last week. So if you missed last week's podcast, go back and listen to that for the full breakdown. But basically, it's kind of like a chocolate.
Yeah.
Soft spice with a good heat. It was really, really nice. For some reason, you get a chocolate taste from it.
I know, yeah, it's kind of strange, really like a rich chocolatey taste. And if you're
Like
a
a
fan
dark
of
chocolate,
like,
wasn't it, with
yeah,
decided?
if you're a fan of like stouts or porter beers, it's definitely got that as an aftertaste as well, which is one of my favourite things. So it literally combines a really nice rum
That is
with a really
true.
nice
I
stout.
remember
I'm
that
just
now.
like, God damn.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's your favourite one so far, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and the fact that it's like 54.5%. Like,
Yeah. Kick it.
pleasure.
That's as strong as the gunpowder proof that we had on the other week. So there we go. So this week, though, in the crew chest,
Oh, we were going to do our thing where we recorded the
we were going to record the opening of the chest, but I smashed my camera, and the amount of cutouts we had from last week, the edit process was a motherfucker.
Of course, yeah, I forgot.
It got up okay, but like there was a few weird stuff went on. So we'll start that next week with close-ups. But to this week's, this is one that Lou has found. Is it rum? This is a rum. Yes, this is a actual chocolate rum.
Yep.
And the bottle is sick.
Yeah.
So if you imagine an old school 1920s to 1940s medicine bottle, that's exactly what it looks like. So if you had a grandparents that love to feed you some weird cough mixture from the pantry, this is what it will be. It's
really,
not what
really
it will be. This is
interesting.
what it will be in terms of the way it looks. And
There's no cork. It's literally like a little
little metal screw.
It's very medicinal.
That's why it looks medicinal. It looks like it might be iodine.
Yeah.
Like a giant bottle of iodine. But it is Project. Is it 713?
173.
173.
Yeah, I think
Project 173 chocolate rum bottle number. That's handwritten as well. Bottle number 254, batch number 5, and this is 42%. 42%. It is only 50 centilitres though. It's quite small. How much was this?
About 20 quid. Wasn't too expensive. Wasn't too expensive at
Wow.
all.
That's
Yeah. Actually, no, 25. It was 25.
That's not bad at all. And the one little thing that you can see on the front of it, if you Google this, Project 173 chocolate rum, on the front it has what appears to be a little gold fleck and hand-brushed little paint strip, which is just a really lovely little detail. And then over the top it has an off-white, like a bone white sticker over the top that just says
I've
Project
got to say, that's
173.
probably the most unique bottle that we've
100%.
seen.
I love it.
It's completely like, there's a very common reoccurring theme with a lot of the rums, isn't there? Like,
Yeah, quite a thick lid, little handle on the side sometimes.
yeah, but this is like just completely,
Thick bottleneck, not lid.
yeah, just completely off.
Completely off kilter. Like, you could put that. Bonus of this is you could put this in your first aid cabinet and no one would know.
Yep, no one would question
No one
it.
would know.
Should we
Beautiful.
try it?
Yeah, you can do the duties on that.
There's not going to be
There's
a
no
pop.
pop test though.
You might hear like the cracking of the,
Yeah, go on.
oh, just the tear of the label.
Tear of the label.
That's it.
I can't believe it. It's honestly like you're about to pour me some weird coffee mixture. It really reminds me of my granddad. This.
Chocolate.
Can you really smell the chocolate?
Yeah, very chocolatey.
Oh my god, that's like a chocolate liqueur. You know what you get at Christmas?
Yeah.
Little chocolate liqueurs. As in the ones you eat and they have the alcohol inside
Yeah.
them. Oh wow, I'm excited for that. Should we have this with ice or not? Have you looked into it?
No.
I'm going to drink the excessive water, definitely. I don't feel like we should have ice with this. Well, let's drink the water off. We only have like half a skull head left anyway.
We can always have a little top up that's got no icing, can't we?
Yeah.
I'm just going to do a small pour then.
Let's see if it's cooking. Oh, it's Wow, that's a proper pourer. I'm only going to do a small pour, he says.
Hey, that's small for us.
It's a home pour. It's a good home pour, yeah. Small for us, that is true.
Oh, that smells so fucking good.
Oh, I'm excited for this. I might have to get a bottle in.
I went to is it Makers of Malt or Masters of Malt?
Masters of Malt, isn't it?
Yeah, the website. They obviously have been monitoring my activity online, and I was getting bombarded by Makers of Malt or Masters of Malt Instagram ads kept popping up on the story, and that one popped up, and I was like, "Ooh, that looks nice." I tapped on it, saw the price of it, I was like, "Yep." Didn't even think about it. I was just like, "Yep, getting that." Next
week we will have some Pirates grog on, I think. So once we announce the winner of the Burning Barn bottle, we will be giving another big giveaway with Pirates grog, and that is a chance to win. There's going to be 3 winners who will win 2 bottles each of some of their limited stuff and normal stuff, I think it is. I will see when it arrives because it's getting shipped out. I sent off. They sent it like yesterday or something like that. So
that's so
sick.
Cool that we're able to do these giveaways now.
Yeah, I love it. I'm going to try and get as much as we can for you guys, because we really appreciate that you all do tune in. News of the week. So we've got the Bill Cosby thing. My takeaway from the Bill Cosby thing was that it's a sign of how the law does have to work. Because although he's had over 60 things against him, like we said, if the law was just take those, because they're basically hearsay at this point, and even if it wasn't, even if somebody from back then had like a medical report, that's why they have this, what's it called, where they... where there's a time limit on a case, or the ability to use it.
I know what you mean.
There's a saying for it, isn't there?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I don't know what
I've got the wrong thing in my head. But yeah, basically, they put there's a certain limit on time of when something can be tried. What's it called? It's going to drive me crackers.
I don't.
Comment in the comment section if you know what we're talking about. Statute of limitations or something like that.
Not sure.
Yeah. So even if they did, because it's over like 20 or 30 years.
Yeah.
That medical might not stand up in today's testing or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show how important it is now for people to just come forward when stuff happens, you know. And I think what we will take away from the Cosby incident is people are going to learn that if something goes wrong, you got to just stand up. And I think people get a bit stronger about that now, and a bit more. There's a bit more gusto behind a lot of people who've been wronged.
I imagine it probably must have been really. You just feel like, oh, no one's going to believe you.
Well, you've got to think back then as well, when it really was like a hugely male-orientated. Women were not as heard as they are now. No. And he would have been so powerful. Yeah. Because he was comedy, at that time. Yeah. Do you remember, like, Eddie Murphy does a sketch about where Bill Cosby rang him up personally to chastise him for cussing on his shows? Like, as if he was the daddy of black comedy. Yeah. And you weren't allowed to do it. I literally was telling him to stop it, and Eddie told him to go fuck himself. No, he said, Richard Pryor said, Eddie spoke to Richard Pryor about it, and Richard Pryor said something like, "Did the people find your shit funny?" He goes, "Yeah." He says, "Well, tell the motherfucker to go have a Diet Coke and shut the fuck up." I was like, that's a sick. Right, let's have
Should we have a sample then, right?
First sip. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. That is like drinking chocolate.
That's so smooth. That
is delicious. 42?
What the fuck? There's no kick. There's no...
Nothing. Smooth. Hits your tongue. Sweet chocolate flavour right off the bat. But then very little heat. Just a warmth as it goes down your throat. But there's no residual heat coming back over the top.
Nope. Let's
see if it builds up on the second.
That's the smoothest one I think I've had.
I literally swirled that around my mouth to try and make it heat, and it will not. It's a lovely little
I don't get any warmth until it literally goes down your throat. Yeah.
Oh, that's delicious. That's almost like a liqueur. It's so smooth.
I can't believe that's so strong.
That's really well done.
Yeah, and the chocolate.
The chocolate. It leaves you with. I've got like a hot tingle down the center of my tongue. And then the chocolate is just wrapping all around the inside of my mouth.
It's almost got a little bit of honeyness to it as well. Do you know what I mean?
There's definitely a sweetness. Yeah, it's not like
it's not a dark chocolate.
It's not like the dark chocolate flavour. It's full on like a milky, smooth chocolate flavour.
Fuck.
Oh, that is dangerous.
I finally made up for that fucking pineapple red leg.
Fuck me, that. Oh God, when did we have that?
That was 2 weeks ago.
That
wasn't
was
it?
disgusting.
Yeah, so I've made up for it with this one.
Yeah, you really have. You've doubled down on
my
that one.
sins have been
2 ways you made up for that.
Absolved.
Looks and taste.
Yeah.
That hits all both. Oh my God, people, listen. 173, Project 173 Chocolate Rum. Try this stuff. Oh my gosh. What a great gift as well. It looks sick.
yeah, and it was like I said, reasonably priced. I'm sure with delivery.
I'll put a picture of it on my Insta stories
Yeah,
so you can have a look.
yeah, with delivery, it's like 25 quid from that Masters of Malt or whatever the fuck it's
literally gonna
called.
order some the moment we get off this. That's
So good.
delicious.
I want to try that with other things as well now, though, because that's so nice on its own. I can imagine that going really well with.
See, I'd be reluctant to waste it putting it into anything else.
See, I don't know. Sometimes getting like a good, I don't know, just mix. Some mixes can just be really nice. Bit of variety.
Do you want a cigar?
Yeah, okay. Why not?
I got 2 left. I thought I might as well use them.
I was, where was I the other day? And I spotted someone, and because the only time I smoke now is whenever I'm over here. Occasionally we'll have one.
Well, they're only minis, little minis. These. I do have some proper Juliets, but they're sit-down ones that we really have to.
Thank you, mate.
Oh, I forgot to bring the blinking. Use that. I forgot to bring the ashtray up. Well, it's not an actual ashtray. That sounds awful. I forgot to bring my brass 1950s ashtray up. No, just put it in there.
Yeah.
Put it in. Yeah. So, yeah, I do have some proper ones, but I think we'll save those for something. You know how you were saying about 10,000 listens or something a couple of episodes ago? We're well over 15,000 already.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, man.
Fucking hell.
Kind of rushed. No, we're doing. It's good. It's really good.
As if people are. I can't believe that many people are listening to our shit. We're literally talking absolute bollocks.
Oh, now that's a Friday night. Well done. I'm going to put that open so you can tap it into there. Oh, okay. So, what else you got going on this week? Your house is coming on.
Oh man, the bathroom. I've been working on the bathroom all week.
If you haven't checked out Lewis's stories, because you can't spell his name, Lewis Magicka. Do you know what I just want to call you? Is Lewis Magica.
I probably should just change my Instagram now.
You should
shouldn't I?
change it to something simpler. You could do it now before you really push it, because you've never really pushed your personal one.
Oh god, no! I don't even. I literally post like 2 to 3 times a year. Probably.
You should 100% use it now.
Yeah,
It's only
probably.
going to benefit you, isn't it?
Yeah, realistically, I should. Emma's the one who's always, my missus was always pushing me to like use my own social media because the focus has always been the business page.
Yeah.
From day one, because like I'm not that much of a social media fan anymore. I used to love it, and now it's like it's just super distracting for me. Because like
You have to be you have to hit it and leave.
I know that's where but I barely touched it at all this week. Like that when I spoke to you the other day, and I was like, "What's gone on with the with the giveaway?" Because I was like, I've literally not looked at my phone.
Do you know though? I was on YouTube just doing some stuff. I'm trying to post more on Facebook and Twitter and stuff again.
Yeah.
Went on my Facebook, but I swear when I left it was like 190,000 or something on there before they screwed all the pages and blocked them from the mainstream. Went back on 433,000 people on it.
What?
When did that happen?
Shit.
And how? I'd literally never ever post it or link it. Nothing.
I think people just find you and
Bizarre. So I'm really making an effort now to post on there because, well, thank you all for joining it. Has it gone out?
it's gone out.
Just be careful because it's a bit of a butane burner. Clean gas. Yeah, here's the thing. If you do smoke cigars or want to smoke a cigar, you need to get clean butane gas because the stuff that you get in Zippo. So I have this Zippo lighter, but I've changed the internals to a dual burning butane instead of the old classic flint and burn because the stuff you use in the flint ones, it taints the taste of the cigar.
I don't know enough about cigars to know.
It's really low grade.
Yeah.
Kind of lighter fluid.
Yeah.
So whereas this stuff is like a clean burn, so it doesn't have any. I guess not. What would it have in it? That's shit.
Animal semen.
Yeah. There's no animal semen in it. No dead babies. No kittens. Nothing. Just clean lighter fluid. They're delicious. These little things. What are they? They're signature.
I just remembered we
Just
got
mini cigars. Searching the signature ones are good.
yours going out too. Yeah. So I've literally been working on my bathroom all week. got everything like stripped out. Drop that on yourself.
Oh, I just ashed myself.
Yeah, you did.
Completely naturally. Bonus of the little mini cigars is the ash is completely cold the moment it drops. So no risk of burning.
No.
Yeah, I have not ever done I've never gutted a house or done anything like
I
that.
had so many people that messaged me saying, like, I'm fucking terrified to see what you've done to your house. Because, like, literally knocking down walls, ripped up all the floorboards. It was
Like
a
literally,
shell.
you tore it to back to the bare.
Yeah, it was
Bare
literally.
bones.
So yeah, we had a lot of work, and I've never taken on a project that big. So it's been interesting, and we've had quite a few little issues. A couple of things arrived with a bit of damage, and
Why has that stopped recording? Is that still recording on there? What's it saying?
I don't know.
Bloody cameras, lad.
Movie recording stopped.
What, just because it just decided it doesn't want to record anymore? Busy. It's saying it's busy. I'm going to pause it. We'll find out what's going on. So that's literally human error. You should be back on now on YouTube. Yeah, there you go. We literally just been going 30 minutes. Woo. Fast.
That's gone very fast.
How's that gone so fast?
We haven't said anything.
No.
Sorry if you're listening.
Well, we have a little bit. We've talked about the creepiness of Bill Cosby.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying about my bathroom?
Oh, no. Huh?
Yeah, I was saying about my bathroom. Could I have the lighter, please, mate? Thank you.
Right. With this, just literally pump it. Don't hold it out and burn. Yeah, before, like, you were like, just literally put it around the edge and just go. You don't need it in your mouth either. It's a cigar. You can just light the edge. Yeah, there you go. Because it's not like a cigarette. Just burn it and roll it in the flame. Yeah, because if you burn it with that butane, it like lights it all the way back too far.
Yeah, so I got so many people that were messaging saying like they were shitting themselves looking at what I've done to my house because I've completely trashed it. And to be fair, I have completely trashed it. But new floorboards, new like completely remodeled. It's a different shape room now. Just joined two rooms together. And the first 2 days made so much progress, like with the gutting process. So it made a massive change really shortly. And then the rest of the week, visually doesn't look like lots changed, but you know all the plumbing's in, bar a couple of bits for the shower, and just all of the boring shit that takes a load of time that doesn't actually make much difference to the finished product, but you have to do it. But it's exciting. We've had a fucking big issue with our tiles though. So these tiles that I was promised that they always keep in stock, and they're like always in stock. Don't worry about it. Never have any issues with
They
it.
said that is bizarre.
Yep. And they were like, just wait, because we were like waiting to knock down the wall before we kind of got the final sizes. And they were like, yeah, don't worry about it. Just leave it. Give us a solid like sizing after it's all done. Did that. And they're like, oh, it's not in stock. And it's not in stock in Spain where they manufacture it either.
Which is just the worst. Mm-hmm. Is this anything COVID-able? Wow, you can keep saying pop, 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 pop. Oh my god, they're going out so fast. Have you got the lighter still? The fact that they I'm going to leave it for a little bit and relight it in a sec. The fact that the Spain hasn't got it going on suggests that it's probably something to do with COVID and them not being able to get in the raw materials.
Yeah.
Because they're still struggling over here, apparently. Oh, actually, that's the thing we need to talk about. Cal, my videographer.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so here's one for all of you conspiracy theorists out there. Cal, the guy who, like my apprentice cameraman at the moment, who is learning the ways of the tube, he was here. We were filming, obviously, for the new series that's starting. And he had to get back yesterday because he had his vaccine appointment. So that was, what day are we on today? Friday. That was on Thursday. Bear in mind, okay, Cal has had COVID. So I don't know why he went for the vaccine anyway, because he's had it.
Yeah.
Like he got tested positive for it. Mm-hmm. So he's already had it. And all he had was a cough. Like he said, he felt fine, just had a cough. He had to isolate, did his isolation, came out, all good.
Yeah.
Had the vaccine on Thursday. Today's Friday. Guess where Cal's been? Taken into hospital because the vaccine fucked him up. Vomiting, splitting headaches, sweating, absolute mess.
It's mad. I've heard so many things like this. It's just like, it doesn't make any sense, does it? Some people are fine, some people are completely fucked up. And then that's the same for COVID as well. Like, There is
I'd
no.
love to know what strains of things are in there.
Yeah, there's no.
How can he have had COVID, get a COVID vaccine, and it fuck him up like that?
Yeah, you'd think.
What's in it?
Yeah, you'd think that it would be fine, but
No, it should be biologically. He should have already had the antibodies already. So even if they, because I mean, a vaccine is essentially an inactive form of the virus they put in, which can cause, or a very weak strain, limit, something like that.
yeah.
Depends. It's different for different ones, but yeah, he shouldn't have felt anything, and boom, literally had to go to hospital from work to hospital because he was that bad.
Fuck 'em.
Like proper fucked. A&E job.
Shit. Well, get better soon, Carl.
Yeah, he will do. He's alright. He's a big lad.
Yeah, he is. Strong motherfucker.
Big boy.
He is.
I wonder what the rest of his family look like.
Sexy.
His dad's a behemoth.
Yeah.
Because his dad is. I'm going to say something that's probably false, but I feel like it's. Yeah, his dad is
Bill Clinton?
50. No, but his dad's like an elder guy, 50, in his 50s, or whatever. Literally, like, smashes mountain climbs still, like every chance he gets.
Wow.
Just goes and does monstrous mountaineering stuff, and then Cal's like, he absolutely just leaves me behind.
Yeah.
he's just gone. He's just gone.
That's hilarious.
On like his days off, he just goes and like goes up, kind of like the ones you did on the Three Peaks.
Yeah.
Like to Ben Nevis, and just goes up to the top, lovely. Have a little bit of a sandwich.
Yeah.
Little tea in a thermos and back down again. I think Cal said he's like in his 60s, late 50s, 60s. Just
Some people are
smashing it.
just fucking savages, aren't
He just sounds like a savage.
they? Yeah.
It sounds like he would humble you if you went up a hill climb with him.
Yeah.
He'd just be like, when they just rhythmically go and
Yeah.
don't stop,
Yeah,
and don't
don't
seem
slow
to
down.
tire, nothing, just like.
But then that's it.
Cyborg.
Like, got their pacing down. They just go for it.
Yeah.
So,
But that's like always interesting ever doing. What do you want to do today? Climb a mountain.
yeah.
Day off, what do you want to do? Climb a mountain.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
It was like, what's happening on Friday? Thunderstorms. What do you want to do? Climb a mountain.
Yeah.
He literally did as well.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
Yeah, it's good thing to just want to be doing that, isn't it? Just have that drive. That's what I felt today. So I've had obviously a busy week, bit stressful, not gonna lie. A bit of self-doubt creeping in and stuff like that because YouTube's spankerhythms are literally fucketeering again. My third time this now of YouTube locking my channel down. Third time. And isn't it shocking how every time it happens, they lock it down to the same volume of views every single time?
Is this just like them kind of what they call them, like shadow bans almost?
Yeah, something like that. Don't know why.
Where they're
I've had a number of videos go crazy viral, and I think they're locking me down to try and make me pay for new videos to be seen.
Yeah.
Either way, it doesn't matter anyway because the fight series is relaunching and the massage one's relaunching in August. So either way, like fuck those guys. I'll because last time this happened, I did a 10,000 calorie challenge which went viral because it was a Christmas one.
Yeah.
And that literally dropped my channel back into the algorithm, back to normal. All my videos boosted again. They're just assholes, man.
Yeah. I don't, well, not that I know fuck all about YouTube, but what I always remember really enjoying seeing, and I always thought made so much sense for growth of channels, was just collabs. Like when you just collab with other, and
Well,
like obviously now.
Kind of what I was doing, wasn't it, with the fight stuff? I'm collaborating with professional fighters and go through all that. And obviously with Adam, I'm collaborating with a guy who's a professional and a high-level professional at fixing serious muscular and mechanical issues. And then, yeah, I think... Well, I was meant to be out in Australia with Nathan, meant to be in Portugal doing more collab work out there with adventure stuff. So yeah, that definitely does help, and that has all been absolutely smashed on the head. Like those series of mine, the major ones, just got absolutely just like put on hold fully. Like there was nothing, there's no content to create, nothing like that. So, but that's also why I'm putting the effort into doing the Shredded with the Life again. So creating a series that has a purpose, and something people can follow along with to build that kind of vlog style back up, which is what it'll take. It's going to take time to build that back up. Because the channel flipped over to being more towards those instructional fight style videos and the odd instructional thing about like how to get abs and keep them and stuff like that. Whereas what I want is people back involved.
Yeah.
As in that, like on a almost as if I'm your mate level every week, checking in with. Like they feel
That's
when
how
they
it
listen
used
to
to
this.
be, right?
Yeah, and that's how it used to be, and I want to get back to that. I think, and fuck the algorithm. I would literally ignoring it. I don't care.
Yeah.
And,
I think
and
that's
eventually
it, right?
it will just because the content's good.
Yeah.
There's no way you can't watch the videos and put them out at the moment and not be like, I took something away from that. They're enjoyable, they're fun, they're well graded, they look good.
The thing is as well, so that's going to be like what's going to be the most impactful thing, I suppose, YouTube's going to push this out to new people that have never seen your stuff before. Whereas, at least if the people that you've got, and there's a fucking lot of them, they love your stuff, they'll know that you post on a regular basis. So even if YouTube doesn't put it in front of them, they still type in.
That was the thing, is I stopped posting regularly enough during COVID.
Yeah.
And obviously, YouTube punish you for that.
Yeah, of course.
And obviously, because they don't notify people when you upload anymore, if you're not uploading, when you do, chances of it being seen get reduced dramatically. So I'm literally going to be uploading 2 to 3 times a week from here on out. And so, just numbers game from there. But literally, nothing I'm putting out is anything I don't believe in.
Yeah.
Which before is what happened when I tried to fit the algorithm. I started putting out stuff I didn't believe in and people saw through it.
Yeah.
So fuck that, just back on. I'm going to smash it out for the next 12 months, just crush it, and it'll be undeniable.
Yeah. That's it, mate.
And the fact is, I'm back to teaching people doing stuff that they can literally take away and will fucking work for free.
Yeah.
And that was why I started. So I'm going back to it. Fuck you, YouTube.
Yeah. I think it sounds great, mate. Like, that's the stuff that I used to really enjoy watching. Like,
yeah, it's what I enjoy
you
making.
don't really get that much of it anymore. It is few and far between, that real life stuff.
Yeah. A lot of it's just kind of comedic nonsense now.
Yeah, again, though, I think like
Swing.
people's attention spans are just condensing, and it's just like soon it's just going to be like you've got to put out a video that's 2 seconds long, and like if you can't like provide value within 2 seconds, then you're fucking useless.
That is it, though. I think like, and no disrespect, if you don't have the attention span to have to sit down and listen to something that's going to help you forever after listening to it. Like, the daft stuff that I'm coming out with is simple things that can literally change the way something feels or works in the gym. And they're things I've learned over the years. And if you can't spend 20 minutes of your life to sit down and listen to learn something, well, then maybe I want to drive towards a newer audience that will do that.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's what I'm thinking is happening, because all I've been releasing recently is this more in-depth tutorial stuff with fun along the side.
Yeah.
It does require that attention span. I think a lot of the people who were watching short, quick fire stuff that I was doing, which was with fight stuff. You could watch a couple of things and be like, "Oh, it's sick," then move on.
Yeah.
Because this is like, if you
they need to know you
listen and learn it. Yeah. And I will just rebuild that style of audience, which will be more committed anyway.
Yeah.
So
I think
cool.
in general, like in the past, diversification was always the way to go in business, and I suppose that's kind of how you have to approach it.
Yeah.
Because although the viewer might not pay you, but like views are kind of what.
Yeah, that will drive you. They're your commodity. Aren't
Yeah, that's exactly.
And I'm not going to be negating those people. I'm going to be bringing back those series that brought in so many.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is also focus on this undertone of, real life, real learning.
Yeah.
And journeys, and
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to go. I think me as a content creator, it will satisfy me internally doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to allow the numbers to dictate. But if I know it's good and I feel it's good and I'm putting it out, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
And it will do its thing over time. Like, I put up some videos, like I did one about beard grooming, which I thought, that's a great video. It was really well done. Like, the way I did it was a bit fun, and it helped people. That would help. Like, I know it's a stupid thing, but so many people fuck up the beards or rely on barbers and stuff during COVID. That.
No
And when I put it out, it just really didn't land. And I was like, oh, fuck's sake, man. That was. But now I went back and looked at it. It's had like over 150,000 views.
I was going to say,
It's like, so some of them are just time bombs.
Yeah, some of them are, and stuff like that. That forevermore, for the rest of existence, people will go onto YouTube and type in how to groom my beard.
Yes, yeah.
So
they'll
like,
keep doing.
That'll be a slow burn.
I'm hoping with the gym ones, because they're good and they're specific, like to a tricep, to a shoulder, to a chest.
Yeah.
They're slow burners.
Yeah.
That's what I have to accept. So it's not always about that instant hit. But what I'm putting out, honestly, if you haven't seen it recently, just go check out the stuff on the YouTube channel and see if it floats your boat. Let me know, in fact, comment on the videos that are there and let me know what you like and what you don't like about it, because I'm still learning, and we're using loads of new tech and stuff as well, Bluetooth microphones and stuff like that, so that sounds really crisp and nice.
I saw the
Yeah, I put it in my bandana because it's like this weird little square box called a Rode Go mic.
Yeah.
And they're fucking clever, man. This is the version 2 of them, and they literally have software built into them that recognizes voice, so it will direct its sound pickup towards that vocal noise, and it is so good. It's so good. But what I'm also doing is allowing the workouts to be raw and not a cinematic kind of thing to music, because I want people to see how it's a struggle and how it hurts, and how the guy who's showing you this stuff, ooh, it's a mechanic like this, then goes and fucking does it,
Yeah.
and shows you how it takes a toll. Like, it's not fucking easy. You pull ugly faces, and you have to, like, self-motivate. Like, I'm constantly talking to myself through every workout.
Yeah.
Like, let's go, bitch, 2 more, let's go. And I have this thing called fuck you reps, which is where I'm dying, and I'll go, okay, fuck you reps. And it's like 2 more reps, fuck and you. And I usually give the stack the finger and walk off. But it works. I get those extra 2 reps.
That's the thing, like, that internal motivation, that's what really is going to drive people to make...
Yeah.
That, like, because training is hard.
Yeah.
Like, it's not... If
Fuck me, it's hard. It feels good, though.
Exactly. If it's too easy, realistically, you're probably not in the threshold that's going to really drive much change. You will make some changes, but, you know, you've got to kind of get into that bit of discomfort, haven't you?
That's neat with no ice, and it is delicious. Without the ice, it has a really nice heat to it in your mouth. With ice, okay, so if you don't like heat in your mouth, put ice, 1 or 2 cubes only. Lee, you know, who's here the other week, sent me a picture. He's now into drinking rums and whiskies at the pub on a Thursday or Friday night.
Yeah.
And he's getting them neat he's getting them with just ice.
Yeah.
Or neat, dependent. And he sent me a picture of one the other day, and he was having the Kraken spiced rum, but the black, which is like their upper market one.
Yeah.
And the barmaid had put like 5 ice cubes in it.
Right.
And he sent me a picture going, too much? I went, dump 3 of them immediately, or drink it faster.
Yeah.
It's just they don't know what they're doing.
No.
Never more than 2 cubes.
Yeah.
If it's a single
One's
malt
probably
whiskey,
best for most.
if it's a single malt whiskey, no ice. You have to have that neat. Okay. With the spiced rums, like we said, if you don't want the heat, add a cube of ice, and it'll take it down a little bit, and then you can build up to your neatness. But that is delicious.
I suppose with something like that, if you put that in the fridge,
Yeah.
because then you're not gonna dilute it, but it's gonna really like take that.
Oh, I've got those bullets. Do you want me to go get the bullets?
Ooh. If you want to.
Right. What do you want to talk
No,
about?
no,
What
fuck
else
it.
is
It's
to do?
all right. I think it's all right with a bit of heat, but
Yeah. Where's that lighter?
Just
Do you want
right
to waste my little cigar? So yes, self-motivation is a big thing, and with the new mics, you can hear me literally talking to myself and what I say. Sometimes it's quite derogatory towards myself in terms of I call myself a bitch quite a lot. I'm like, come on, bitch, let's go. Or I'd use this one a lot as well. This is where everybody else quits. This is where everybody else quits.
Yeah.
And that always spurs me on.
yeah. That's the thing, though, isn't it? That is realistically what's going to make a big difference. Whether it's, you know, stopping at that 1 rep where it hurts, or keep pushing forward a little bit.
Well, it's that thing as well of building a mechanism where instead of you saying, I'm tired, you build you condition yourself to, once you get tired, do 2 more. Whereas most people are counting down to stopping, I'm counting down to getting those extra 2 at the end.
Yeah.
And that's a big difference. And it's conditioning. I was reading a really, what was I reading about the other day? This is a really good one, actually. This is really cool, actually. So prepare for knowledge bomb. Oh, I love those little things. So nice. Yeah. Right, here it is. The reason you have to be honest with yourself most of the time is because subconsciously, you know, like what we have as gut feelings and everything like that. That are when it comes to a decision, to make a decisive decision in our lives, we have to follow our gut feeling, our sense of, right, what do we do at this point? If throughout your life you've become an habitual liar, in terms of you will lie to yourself about something to make yourself feel better for not doing it or not accomplishing something, you'll lie to other people in terms of, like, you're making up excuses a lot of the time for not doing what you should have done, or committing to something that you should do. At the time, it seems like a little thing because, I just say that now just to get them off my back, whatever. But what you're actually doing is subconsciously, you're creating a mechanism of being somebody who's deceitful or lying to yourself. And that becomes your innate sense and sensibility, that when you come to a struggle point, rather than having this honest, natural opinion of the situation, yourself and your abilities, you have this built-in now subconscious undertone of a lie, which you've constantly told other people, told yourself along the way. So now you have no true north anymore. And so it can become, when it comes to that crunch time decisions, by having these little lies along the way and not kind of fessing up to the moments you've failed or the moments you've not succeeded in something, and looking at why and how to change it, you end up with this natural ability of just lying without even thinking about it.
It's like neuroplasticity.
That's it. Yeah.
Basically, like you're
training your brain to lie.
Yeah, your brain is very moldable, and there's loads of what are they called? Where they scan the brain?
On ECG.
ECG or
Or is that heart?
I don't know, whatever
Yeah,
it is.
go on.
And basically, like they can see new
So
pathways.
brain activity, you mean?
Yeah, they can see new pathways being formed as new skills get picked up. Like, and this is in older age. Like, your brain is completely moldable and plastic, and new connections will be made consistently, which basically kind of goes to show whatever you do, whatever you practice, you will get better at. So if you consistently lie or use excuses to get out of it, then those are going to become habits. And
That's it. You're creating a habit of lying.
Yeah, but it's more that like a habit is not just. People think of habits as a very like physical thing. It's just a habit to smoke, or it's a habit to do X, Y, Z. But like it's not. That's actually wired into your brain then. So, but as equally, it can be unwired.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the fact, though. But because you wire it in, you end up lying to yourself without knowing you're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
So in those moments where you need to make that crunch time decision, you're lost.
Yeah.
Because you don't have that true north to yourself anymore. So it's little things like when I'm late for stuff, I now just say, because I used to make up excuses like, oh, I was stuck behind a tractor or I was stuck behind a lorry,
That's why.
country road lie. Like I'll use
yeah.
that. So often it's true, but when it's not true, I'll still say it.
Yeah.
Whereas now I'll just say, I got held up and I set off late.
Yeah.
Sorry. My bad. What it's doing is remove. But my immediate reaction, because I've done it for so long, is to immediately make up an excuse as to why I'm late, rather than admit it's me that's just late.
Yeah.
So I started just admitting I'm late now, and it is freeing, and it is just like yeah, I fucked up. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But there's no more you can do. So why worry about that? Don't need to make up an excuse. Just apologize for the fact that you're late, and you'll try and do better next time.
Most people really appreciate the honesty in that.
They do, yeah.
And I think as well, I don't know whether you feel the same when you're in a position where, with you it's very different, where lots of people look up to you as a bit of a role model, or you're in a position of authority. It can make it a little bit harder to actually open up to when you make a mistake. Like when there's not that much responsibility on you, then it's easier to be like, yeah, I fucked up, oh well. But like as kind of responsibility grows as you mature as an adult as well, and I suppose like society sees somebody who's in their 30s, in their 40s as an adult, yeah. And like you're not allowed to make mistakes anymore. You've got to get everything right. Whereas like everyone still fucks so much stuff up.
Dude, you've got to make mistakes to get better.
Exactly.
It's the only thing you do. You try something, you see if it works. It doesn't work. That's technically a mistake, but you did it deliberately to see if it worked.
Yeah. Like, well, when I can't remember, there was a really good quote, and basically it's about like scientific experiments, and it's just a process of getting everything wrong, and you just keep getting stuff wrong until eventually you get something right.
For the British people in the audience, that word is wrong. Wrong.
What did I say?
Wrong.
Wrong. All right, it's wrong. I'm from the black country.
Yeah, no, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, wrong.
Just making comedy value.
Yeah, there's a quote that's way more concise and sounds very good, but it's basically I don't fucking know it. It's that basically that science is just a process of failing until eventually you get something right. You just keep trying, and you get it wrong, and then eventually, through the process of elimination, you'll find the right answer.
Yeah, so there's a social one, that is throw enough shit at the wall, something will stick.
Yeah.
There's that one, basically.
Yeah.
And it is true. It is true. Like, look at all the people who've hugely successful in life. Wow, that was nearly a struggle to say that. Look at all the people that are hugely successful.
This rum's kicking in.
That is kicking in, dude. That is so fucking nice. I'm going to get a little bit cheeky on it tonight. Yeah. That's delicious. I'm literally going to order a bottle of that.
Yeah.
As soon as we're off this.
It's insane.
Oh, I'm going to treat some of their friends to that.
You need to reach out to whoever they are. What is it?
Yeah, I am 100%.
173. We need to do that on a giveaway as well.
Yes, that'd be sick. Oh, hell yeah. Right, I'll message them afterwards. What are we talking about?
I don't remember.
How can we not remember? It was 30 seconds ago.
You said something about... Oh, I forgot.
I said something about buying the rum. That's all I said.
Yeah.
You're enough shit at the wall, stick enough shit at the wall. Yeah, throw enough shit at the wall, something sticks.
Yeah.
I was saying how, the most successful people in the world had not sometimes just a few failures, sometimes nearly like in the double figure failures, minimum. Like KFC, we talked about it the other week, 90 odd rejections.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Before, and just kept hammering. And this is the thing is, if you truly believe in something that you're doing is good and is the right path, like you're committed to it, then just fucking stick to it. Don't. I was speaking to a guy who has started. He lives close to me here, and he was a follower, and we met, and he's a lovely guy. You know, we went out on a ride together. He had a 125 at the time. He's doing his big bike license soon, and he's going to make us a sign for here. He's had a bit of a rough time recently.
Yeah.
And it was his job. Basically, in his job, they weren't offering him any progression to go forward, which is understandable. Like he's got a family, he wants to be moving up, he wants to move forward. What's the purpose of my job? If I can't go anywhere, what's the point in me being here? Like obviously I'm working for you to achieve skills that then set me to go higher. And they were just delay. So he was like, do you know what, fuck the safety of this, fuck the fact it's giving me a wage, I'm gonna go find something that sees my worth. And he's done it. Starts the job next week. More pay, better pay. Immediately, he's on a course to better his skills through them. And it's like, boom. That's why you follow that gut feeling, that truth that you have. When something doesn't feel right, fucking follow it. And that comes into relationships in a huge fucking way too. Huge. When you get that gut feeling that something's going on, and you're not the type of person to be...
You ain't wearing
conspiracy
a tinfoil
theorist.
hat.
You're not sat there, if you are sat there worrying about your partner constantly cheating on you, being out all the time and doing whatever, whenever they're away from you, you need to look internally, because that's a self-esteem problem that you've got going on, and it's unfair on the other person. And what you'll actually do is drive them towards doing that. So if you're somebody who does that, if you're somebody who's controlled, I've been this person, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So because I've had girls in the past who were undeniably beautiful in my eyes. So there was no way they were going out with not getting attention. So I was adamant that they needed to avoid getting the attention. Be aware. But I would drill it so much and so often, they get sick of fucking hearing it. And they're getting shit for something they're not even doing. So eventually they think, well, if I'm getting the shit for not doing it anyway,
I might as well do it.
Why the fuck, It's
not going to make any difference.
And subconsciously, that's what you're driving them to do. Since that didn't work, I am now the most relaxed person. Like if you're gonna go out and you're gonna do the dirty on me, I can't stop that, and neither can any of you listening. If they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it, and you cannot stop it, and you shouldn't have to stop it. That's the point. If they're gonna do it, then they're not the right one for you.
If you need to be like, just remember, I'm your partner. Try not to fuck anyone else.
Don't slip, trip, and fall on a dick.
So if you have to tell them that, then probably not the right person for you. But well, maybe it is, and maybe you're into open relationships, and that's cool as well. But
Well, that's a different kettle of fish.
But like realistically, it's a kind of a stupid thing to have to say, even though a lot of people feel that need. I know I remember when early on when I was first with Emma as a kid, and I just didn't really, I don't know, I fucking still don't know anything. But
you had a, how do we say it? You had an unusual early relationship though. Like you for you it was normal. But I'm telling you now that what you did was awesome.
Oh really? What?
Awesome, but unusual. Yeah, for you to have an older girl to start with who is sexually adventurous.
Before,
that's huge, because most guys are sexually inexperienced when they're younger, and so everything is kind of like wow and overwhelming. You didn't have that, because you went in and you had that relationship that was very adventurous from the start. So you were like, okay, so this is what happened. So you're already aware. Most guys aren't aware of that. Some guys are still not aware of that. Some girls are not aware of that when they meet guys who are aware of that, and they're like, oh shit. This is what I've been missing.
I can see what.
That happens more than you'd ever know. So
I never thought about it like that.
You were actually really. It was. I don't want to say
good timing, I suppose.
I don't want to say lucky, because I don't know if people would class it as that. Because if you didn't know, so you want to explain what happened with your? Have you done it on the podcast? Do you feel comfortable doing it on the podcast?
I don't know. In terms
Basically, you had an older girl who showed you a lot of stuff at not a very young age. Like you were 9, you were 10. You were 10
months old.
You were at an appropriate age, but you were basically thrown into the fire.
She was.
No, you were thrown into the fire. You were thrown into with somebody who already knew what they were doing. Whereas most guys don't get that.
No.
So they learn as they go, and as they learn as they go, it kind of it opens their eyes to other things, which then makes them look away from the girls that they're currently with because they're not doing what that thing is.
Yes.
Whereas you had that from the get-go. So when you found that person after that, outside of all the sexual
newness, I suppose.
yeah, I was going to say newness. It's not a word, though, is it?
Yeah,
Sexual exploration.
Yeah.
You'd already had that. So now you were just looking at the person. And that's huge, which is probably one of the reasons why you are the way you are with Emma.
Yeah. Well, I knew from a very young age, because, like, that kind of relationship, if you could call it that, because we were never going out.
See, that's another big thing. You didn't have to have the commitment to have all that action.
Yeah.
Whereas most people will go straight into a heavily committed relationship as a young person.
Yeah.
And then obviously go through all the turmoils of, oh, I love you, I don't love you, I love you, I don't love you.
Yeah, she was in some other
No
kind
heartbreak,
of weird
nothing.
relationship with a male stripper, and I was just like a 16-year-old kid, and I was just like, yeah, whatever's
If
going
you
on.
haven't heard, we can't remember quite what we said on these things. So if you haven't heard Lewis's beginnings of his sexual explorations, and you would like to, let us know in the comment section because we can't remember if we said it. I feel like we have, but we've talked a lot.
We might have
outside
spoken
of this,
about it a
yeah,
little bit.
because there's definitely things you can say without incriminating anyone or doing it. There's nothing bad happens. It's it's just a pretty cool story.
But like, yeah, so I think like getting that out of the way just meant that when I got into a relationship, I knew exactly the type of person who I wanted to be with, what I liked, what I didn't like, and I was never really. Even going through school, I used to see all my mates getting girlfriends every 5 minutes, and I was thinking, like, didn't really make sense to me. I was just like, why are you wasting your time with this person who you're blatantly not gonna.
So massive.
Yeah, and they were like fucking crying over a girl every 5 minutes. And I was like, I just didn't understand
It's
it.
because, like, if you think you're with somebody and then you hear about this other person coming on the scene and they're offering this different view that you've not heard of before or not kind of felt or seen, and you're like, the male brain, especially, actually, no, fuck that. The male or the female brain is kind of like, well, that sounds new and fun. So that's a huge thing to immediately just be over.
Yeah.
And see past, because so many things are superficial, aren't they? When you meet those new people, it's new experience, new feeling, sensation.
Yeah.
If you've gone through a lot of the major kind of taboo things already, in a consensual way, obviously.
Yeah.
It's such a big hurdle to already be over.
Yeah. I think, like, for me, I was always felt very independent, from probably a false sense of independence, because I was getting through. I wasn't doing particularly great, but I was like, I can look after myself. I can make sure I'm fed and looked after. I can survive. So why the fuck would I need anyone else? Because I think that's what people need, somebody else to make themselves feel good. Whereas I didn't really get that from anyone else. I used to enjoy having company with certain people, and realistically, I've always said this as well. Like, I've only ever actually, like, what you class as like fancied two people in my life. Just there was one person before Emma. And Emma, those are the only two people who I've ever felt compelled to actually want to be with in a relationship.
Was it the first one a dream, and was that dream of me?
It was.
It was.
It
I
was.
knew it.
It was when I first.
I can
saw
feel
you.
it in my heart.
It was when I first saw you on YouTube. Yeah, but like
that's huge though. That is huge. Like, not to interrupt, but also to interrupt really. Because
not to interrupt, but I am interrupting.
I am interrupting.
I'm gonna let you. You're doing a Kanye West.
Yes.
I'm gonna let you finish.
But first, yeah, the fact that, like, I forgot my point. Because I talked about the dream sequence and knocked it out of my own brain because I was chuckling in my own head. I literally chuckled in my own head for about 10 seconds, just waiting for you to be able to say that. It was something about, your independence. That was it.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people are dependent on having somebody else there to make them feel good, and that is so negative in the big scheme of things. Yeah. If you need other people there to make you feel whole, you are constantly going to be worried that you're going to lose that pillar that helps keep you up. And that's probably where this insecurity comes from when they go out on their own and do things. And that's definitely what I was kind of like, because, well, no, I was very much aware of, I liked a specific type of girl. Like, we didn't talk about this, actually. This was meant to be a big major thing on one of the podcasts when we were talking about the way. So it was. Yeah, actually, fuck it. We can cover this now because we're only an hour in. Yeah, fuck that. Let's cover it. Okay, I really wanted to cover this because it was. Oh shit! No, should we leave it for an actual titled podcast? It's basically about the fact that some people think that I have a specific type of person that I like, and that it's a girl who trains and is relatively muscular and to a certain condition. Like, that is what makes my heart race. That's what makes me look and go, hell yeah. And I cannot help. I've been like that since I was 8 years. Like, from a memory, I remember being 7 years old in America. There was a girl there who was like a beach volley girl, so she had like a butt, the quads, abs going on. I just knew I had to run fast in front of her to impress her. And that, from a young age, that physique is what set me off. And you can't deny that. Like, so when somebody says to me that the type of person that I like, the girls that I go for, I hold to a certain standard, because it's not the fact that I am putting on what I do onto them. It's the fact that that's what makes me tick. That's
You're
what
allowed a preference.
That's my preference. And for somebody to say, you should like a woman who's, I'm a natural woman, curvy and soft. Yeah. I'm like, that's cool. It's not a negative that you lie to me. It's just, for me sexually, that doesn't do it for me. Yeah. And I can't help that. And some people act like that's a choice that you've made. No, fuck that. It's as much as it is the choosing who you find sexually attractive in terms of gender. Yeah. It's no different to that. Yeah. I have forever and a day thought, number one, how a man should look, which is how I've created my own self. Mm-hmm. This is always the way I thought a man should look. Muscular, athletic man. That's just my opinion. As a child, that's all I saw. Yeah. Granted, it's probably a result of my upbringing of a single mother and sisters, and me wanting to be a protector, and also environmental stimulus from the blokes I was around and the films I was watching. Yeah. But that doesn't take away from the fact that that's still my right to feel that's how a man should look. Yeah. And then in terms of the way I feel towards relationships, want, and sexuality, I like women looking a certain way, and that's not a point. I haven't sat down at one point and gone, "This is all I like. Yeah, this is all I'm going to go for." No, it was just at 8 years old. Yeah, click that was it. Like, that. Yeah.
When it comes to something like that and a very superficial attraction, like
I don't think it's superficial. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but what I mean is in terms of like you can instantly look at somebody and be like, "Oh." So it is a very surface level attraction.
That was my argument. You should always, because you have to go, I've done this. You have to go for the bit that makes you go, oof. Yeah. Because that's the initial thing, and that's the thing you will always see and always look at. Yeah. And if you don't go for the oomph, and I've done this, and you go for the personality and everything like that, eventually the lack of the oomph comes round and you're done. Yeah. Eventually, no matter how much you try and ignore it, it's constantly just pecking at the back of your subconscious, and eventually it becomes a big, loud knocking noise, just bang, 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 and it makes you look elsewhere. Yeah, even if you don't want to.
Yeah. So again, like trusting that gut instinct, I think, like, I suppose you're.
Well, it comes back to that need for somebody else to be there. You sometimes take that need for having to want to have somebody else over what you actually want. Yeah. So you fill that space
with something
that's, it's near enough. Yeah. Fuck near enough. Yeah. And if you're with somebody now who's just near enough, and you're feeling doubts, follow the doubts. Yeah. Because it's only going to stick there. And I'm going to sound mean. I'm going to sound sociopathic saying that. But I promise you now, you'll never be happier than if you follow that gut feeling. Yeah. It'll suck in the short term, but long term, freedom.
Is it going to get better in 5 years, or 10 years, or 20 years? Probably not.
Because it's not your choice. Yeah. It's the whatever's built you genetically and environmentally over your younger years, and it's ingrained into you. Yeah. And you shouldn't have to fight that.
No. I think there's
enough people not to.
I think obviously we're talking about it from like a male point of view who are attracted to women.
I feel it's the same with women though. Like, I know a lot of girls who have a very specific type of guy that they like.
True. I can only speak from personal experience, but I think that like women probably don't underestimate how something could just happen, and then you're like, I've got a bit of wind in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're getting there's no conscious choice. Sometimes you'll just get a boner. Like, do you know what I mean? You're not thinking.
We're not including when you're like 13, 14 in maths class.
Well,
here,
yeah,
where
just
you
getting them
randomly
constantly.
during
It's like,
trigonometry, it's like,
maybe.
hello!
Maybe I'm
What are you
aroused.
doing? You're like, what are you doing? I'm at an all-boys school, and that is a male teacher at the front. It's like, I know, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been 5 minutes. No, so like, what I mean is just we don't consciously think, right,
Remember
time to
that-
get a boner now.
Yeah, remember that Baywatch episode from last week?
Yeah.
Donk.
Yeah, it just happens.
Oh yeah, we don't conjure it.
Yeah.
If you try, in
Su-
fact,
summoning it
ladies,
like a fucking
if you try,
demon.
in fact, ladies, if you try and make a guy conjure it, opposite happens.
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah.
Don't stress the poor guy out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just think it's a big top. If you'd like to go us to talk about this a little bit more, and I will speak candidly about this because I'm passionate about it.
Yeah.
And I have learnt, because honestly, I've tried doing it the way, going against my natural instincts and going for the nicer girl, the good girl, the girl that's she's there for you and everything. I just end up hurting them.
Mm-hmm.
I do, and things great on me. I think things great on me mentally with it, and I end up saying things that are passive aggressive and stuff because what I end up trying to do is mold them into what I
You
also
actually
want
wanted.
physically.
Yeah.
And that's unfair on them.
Yeah.
It's unfair on them. It really is. So now I own it. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just like there's nothing wrong with guys who like, curvaceous girls and everything like that. There's no difference. But it's frowned upon
Whatever.
when you want a girl who's in shape, because then the feminists who don't want to be in shape deem that as being too much pressure on the female to look a certain way.
Yeah.
Well, surely I know girls who don't like guys who aren't kind of burly, or girls who don't like guys that challenge them because they're too boring.
Yeah.
And these are all the same fucking things, just because it's not a physical thing.
Or they're under 6'3". or
Yeah,
something
exactly.
Like that.
And that's
Yeah.
their prerogative. It's
Yeah, that's
absolutely
fine.
fine. Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
How are you doing? You're not 6 foot. Cool, see you later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope you find him.
Yeah.
I'm not taking offence from that.
No.
That's what you like.
That's fine. Yeah, people are allowed to find different things attractive.
Fuck yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck whoever you want to fuck.
I won't go that far.
Well,
It's gonna become
as long as they want
that's
to
a
fuck you, do.
broad statement.
Fuck whoever you want to fuck, as long as they want to fuck you.
Bitches come. Do you remember that from Triple X? I'll always
Oh,
remember
shit,
that.
yeah.
Always remember that because obviously I was
Bitches.
super young when I watched it, and the dude just goes, "Bitches come," then grabs two girl or one girl and puts her over his shoulder and just walks off. And you're like, "Damn! If I ever met that man, he's stealing my girl."
Yeah.
I just remember thinking because he's
That
like
big
he's a
Russian.
freaking Russian, yeah, brute.
Yeah. Triple X is a good film as well.
Yeah, first one is.
Yeah,
And they get
second one's Ice
significantly.
Cube.
Why did they even make that? Who thought? Do you know what? We've gone from Vin Diesel, the man with one of the sexiest voices on earth.
Yeah.
He was built at the time as well.
Yeah.
He looked good.
Yeah.
Dude rocked a goddamn huge fur coat.
Yeah.
I've wanted that coat ever since seeing that movie.
Yeah.
I won't look as good in it as him, but I still want it because he made it look fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go from that guy to a dumpy, fat rapper.
It's because Ice Cube has loads of attitude, but he's not an actor, and he's not
and
Vin Diesel.
And he's not cool.
No.
He's not cool to look at.
No.
And this is movies.
Yeah.
And you're talking about you're not talking about an Academy Award movie. You're talking about an action movie
Yeah.
where the main guy has to look the part.
Be Jacked and just do stupid shit.
Yeah. Unless you're Bruce Willis.
Yeah. Yeah. Bruce Willis got away with it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Especially he was in the era of
Yeah.
the jackedest,
And he just-
geariest mutants.
But just filled that role perfectly.
He
didn't
was like, but he was still
Attitude,
he was like
and
athletic dad.
Yeah.
He was like the dad who'd come in on like sports day and somehow beat everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he would just
And he'd put out his fag on the start line.
and just decimate. Just yeah.
And do the dad's race.
Yeah, you can have that. You can have the same impact as the big muscles with the athleticism, but with attitude.
Yeah, 100%. We're gonna have to get into the questions, aren't we? How long have we got?
Damn, this has been a quick one this week.
I know. What's the time now?
1 hour 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should
Should
probably
we
do
get on
questions.
to the question?
But it does mean we're gonna have to keep an eye on that because I'm gonna have to. Well, it's gonna run out in 15 minutes. That's the problem. We're gonna have to do quick fire.
Right, let's go.
Okay. Are you
Shall I set a
prepped
timer
that?
for 15 minutes?
No, you have 17 minutes from 10 seconds time.
17 minutes from 10
17
seconds.
minutes.
Right,
yeah,
am I setting a timer?
4, 3, 2, 1. 17 minutes from now.
I've put it at 16, so we've got a minute warning.
Okay, cool beans. Right, let's have a look at the old
Let's
questions.
go.
Questionroonies. I do like these. Some of you guys come up with some of the maddest questions.
Oh, that's the wall.
That was Lewis's elbow on the wall.
Yep, there's a wall behind me.
Bing, bing, bing. Get past all my nipple flashing gym stuff and your awesome pants of illegalness. If you haven't looked at my stories today, which is a Friday, which you
So you
probably
missed it,
them,
and it's all
you've missed
gone,
it,
so it's
today.
pointless.
Lewis had a pair of trousers on that concealed 3 knives.
My work trousers.
Work as in serial killer.
Yeah.
Pastime. Right, where is it? Oh, it's there. I got carried away with your trousers. Okay. Where did you get those jeans? First question.
Mine.
Yeah, the ones you're
fuck.
wearing. Because I put the question up with you wearing the jeans.
So yeah, they're black. It's black ladder. They're workwear trousers.
But they're sick.
Yeah.
They're like black, faded grey with like wash on
it's like
them.
a wash denim.
Multi-pockets.
Yeah.
And a denim.
Yeah, they've got lifetime guarantee on. I think it's on all of the stitching and everything, because it's normally on work trousers. It'll be like the crotch that'd rip or something like that. That's where I used to always buy Snickers work trousers.
Yeah.
And like they'd normally last me probably 8 months to a year. Those black ladders I had for like 2 years. And
They look
the
sick.
sound.
I didn't know they were work trousers when we walked in. I was just like, they're awesome.
Yeah, they are expensive though. I'm sure they're like
They've
160
got like an
quid.
exposed button fly. They're like a washed grey, like a washed black.
They're really good.
Do those pockets on the side, the flappy ones,
Yeah.
detach?
No, but they
So-
zip down so you can.
They'd be sick for on a motorbike.
Yeah, they're really good. The best work trousers I've
Have they
ever had.
got slots in their knees for armour, for kneeling down and stuff?
Yeah, you got padded knees.
They've already got padded knees in them.
I've got padded knees in them. They've got like
Have they got a
pocket.
pouch?
Yeah,
So you could literally put motorcycle armour in it.
yeah,
Sick.
yeah. So they're great.
Do you think doing some stand-up paddle yoga this year, please? I don't know what that means.
No, I've never
Do
heard
you
of that.
think doing some stand-up paddle yoga this year? Would you do some stand-up paddle yoga? I
don't know what
even
stand-up
know what
paddle-
that is.
paddle
I
yoga.
assume it's a paddle board.
Yeah, yoga
And
on
you
a
go out
paddle.
and you do those yoga poses on a paddle board.
No, because I'll fall.
No,
off.
I'd fall off too.
Yeah.
I'd happily go on a paddle board.
Yeah, I could do. I'm trying to think of.
I loved going rowing in the lake when I went up to Lake Vimway.
Yeah.
I hired a canoe and just paddled out. It was great. It's nice to be out on the water.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. Probably fall off though.
We'd do a roly-poly into the water pretty much.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a yoga pose that I'd be able to do.
Next one's a bit creepy, so let's get that. Mr. Lewis, one special move with the knife. What is it?
Special move with a knife.
Yeah, what's your fancy move with a knife?
I really haven't got.
Because you had a couple of good knives on there. You had one like knife,
Yeah.
then you had a fold-away knife,
Yeah,
and
just
then
a
a box
Stanley.
cutter.
Yeah. So I've got a scalpel, a retractable scalpel blade, Stanley knife, and then just my general work knife.
So the special move with your fold-away knife will be from behind, slow.
It'd just be an assassin.
slow assassination.
Yeah.
You got the tiling wrong.
Yeah.
Done.
Head decapitated.
Yes.
Or actually, I've got a funny. It's not funny, but it kind of is funny. Scalpel story. One of the guys who I worked with years ago was cutting something. God knows how he did it, but he buried the scalpel to the hilt in his own wrist. He slipped and just went
Spank.
yeah, literally straight in. Fuck knows how he didn't slit his own wrist.
That's lucky to miss the art.
Managed to like get it out, bandaged him up. Then this was on a Friday. He went sheet white, pale. Fortunately, we were working in a pharmacy, and they had their own like doctor for like basically seeing people through it in a consultation room.
Alright.
So went off to see him. He was all right, and then we saw and he was working with his dad as a mechanic on the weekend, and basically he was like, oh, I've got this like line that's going up my arm, and we're like, yeah, that's blood poisoning, mate. You might want to
Yeah,
go
you
to
might wanna-
hospital. And it was like
systemic.
there, it was like working his way up.
Up to your heart. Off you go.
Yep, and then you're dead. So
Yes.
yeah, sent him off to hospital, and he was like, he had no clue.
Oh my god.
know.
The way he's watched it go all the way, but that's like a foot
Yeah.
up your arm.
Yeah, and this like his vein was just turning black up his arm. And apparently, when he went to the doctors, they were like, "Oh, you've literally just missed nerves by like millimeters, so you could have lost the use of your fingers." Yeah,
He went deep.
yeah, literally. I'll show you my knife later, and he buried the scalpel in his wrist.
I've got a scalpel story. Biology, university, we were dissecting stuff.
Yeah.
One of the guys, John something, I forgot his last name now. He You know when you're cutting something, you slip, and he basically went down into his. He was cutting downward and chopped. He left his thumb out, and like went chopped right across his thumb, right across the meat into the bone, like it was. You know when it gets floppy, and he started pissing blood everywhere. And he was just like, oh, started holding his thumb up. And this is the point where, for some reason, and I don't know why, I was a sociopath. And I literally looked over at him, and he was wailing this floppy thumb around.
Yeah.
And I just looked at him and went, you bleed like a woman. And everyone was like, oh, Lex is a serial killer. Lex is a serial killer. I don't know why that first thing that came to my head was comedy value.
Yeah.
You bleed like a woman. I think I watched too much Predator.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to bleed.
To be fair, when I saw my mate Dale bury the scalpel into his wrist, I was crying laughing. And
Why is it all those serious moments sometimes it's just so funny?
Yeah, it was seeing his face because he was like, oh.
It's
And
the whole
hold on, what he said as well, he said that was close. And then,
He's in his arm.
and then my mate Chris was just like, what do you mean that was close? You just fucking buried it.
If that's close, what's like a miss?
Yeah, like could have sliced your arm off. Fucking hell,
Jesus.
that was close.
He probably just like, well, there's no arterial spray.
Yeah. Oh man, I was crying.
Jesus.
Fucking hell. Poor Dale.
Legend. Oh, great. Who will look better in a wedding dress when you eventually get married?
You've got the luscious locks, but I think the beard might throw it off.
Yeah, it might.
I think
But then I've got the calves for heels.
Oh,
But it's
actually,
a wedding dress, you won't see them anyway.
very good point. Well, I'll wear the wedding dress, and then on the night you can go into the sexy underwear with the calves out.
I'll do the little back dress in the evening. You do the wedding dress.
All right, then.
Sorted.
Deal.
Diddly-dee. A good question, by the way. Who was that? Aidan Oh, Scottish names get me. Aidan McAvenue.
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 Hey,
McAvenue.
where do you live?
We'll be
in
having you, McAvenue.
And the McAvenue.
Which animal would you weaponize? Fucking brilliant. Which animal would you weaponize and how to have as your companion in a 1-versus-1 versus each other? Okay, so it's me and an animal versus you and an animal.
Right.
How would you weaponize it?
Right.
I'll let you go first.
I'm gonna go. See, now that's an unfair advantage. Whoever goes first gets a disadvantage. So I'm gonna go with a chimpanzee with a gun.
Okay. I am going to go...
It's gonna have like an assault rifle, like an AK-47, something that can't go wrong.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna stand behind it and let it unload.
Really? I'm going with... I'm going to go with a bear
Yeah.
and a laser eye.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like a Kano
So-
from Mortal Kombat.
Yes, pretty much.
Laser
and
eye.
a bear with a laser eye.
I think you'd probably I reckon they'd kill each other.
Yeah.
Like the
And then we just go get a whiskey.
yeah, probably. The monkey would shoot up the bear,
It'd get
and then the bear would like pinpoint it and slice the monkey in
Get
half.
to it, maul it, and then they both just keel over.
Yeah, they're both like blood loss, and
we'd
then
be
we're just like,
that's awesome.
Sure, and some
High
chocolate rum.
five, chocolate rum.
yeah,
How's the Burning Barn insurance claim coming along? We discussed that, so yeah, you're updated on that. Also, their insurance claim was perfect. They've got a whole new barn they're making rum.
worked out brilliant.
It worked out perfectly. What were your rugby initiations at uni? Rugby initiations at uni. You didn't go to uni,
I
did you?
didn't. No, I didn't go to you.
Rugby initiations at uni.
You got fingered.
Didn't really have too many other than anytime it was your birthday, you had to do a dirty pint, which is where every person within the team decided something that was going to go in a drink that you were going to have to down. Or it was basically you were going to hospital if you finished the drink.
Yeah.
It was horrendous. And they always put Baileys in it because it would curdle. So they were trying to make you vomit.
Oh.
It was like drink it 5 seconds to 10, vomit every time. And the other one was we all dyed our hair crazy ass colours in the first year. It's like blue, purple, green,
Nice.
Yeah. Dirty pints were
Would you do that
horrendous.
again? Would you dye your hair something weird now?
I would, because you can get the ones now that just wash out eventually.
Yeah.
And you just look like a tit for about a week until it washes out. So it looks awesome. And then you look shit and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Yes,
You've got a decent amount of blonde in yours now.
Yes,
so
it
you
would
could, like,
colour. Unless it would fuck it up, then I wouldn't. Because I like the way it's been toned. Because it takes a fair bit to take it from my dark... My hair's like your colour.
Yeah.
So to take it from that to blonde is an effort.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. And not good for the hair either if you do it too fast, too much.
This isn't very quick fire. We got 6 minutes.
I'm concerned. He would, I turn me. I don't get that. What is your favourite protein-fueled breakfast? Scrambled eggs and cottage cheese.
Scrambled eggs with salmon, smoked salmon.
Oh, yeah, good call. Where do you get your wicked tank top vests? Not the Gymshark ones. ASOS. Pretty much it. And we go. We don't get the stretch fit. We get normal fit tank or racerback. Racerbacks though are nipple risky. Best rehab for fucked shoulder. Monkey hangs. So get on a pull-up bar. Just hang with all your body weight. Let your shoulders completely sink up past your ears. Sink all your weight down deep, and keep your hips from rolling forwards. So just engage your glutes a little bit. Anything else?
I would just say that like it's gonna vary by fucked shoulders. Could be a multitude of things.
Yeah,
So
that's why monkey hangs
that's
is most general.
very
exercise.
very generic kind of thing.
Yeah.
I would a lot of the time face pulls as well, something like that.
As long as it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, face pulls
basically,
with the band.
if the rehab movement hurts, don't do it.
Yeah.
Because I did that for ages. Went through a rehab movement thinking, I'm healing it, and it was hurting. I was just fucking it up more.
Yeah, if it's actually fucked, go to see a physiotherapist.
Oh, 100% go and see a trigger point specialist. Not just a physio. It's just going to be shit. Get somebody who hurts you. If they're not hurting you, they're not doing it enough. How can you still look cool in builder trousers? Because he's Lewis. He's Mr. Lewis. That's what he does.
That's it's a skill.
It's a skill set.
Some people are born with it. I'm afraid that it's one of those things you can't teach.
It's true. And he gives no fucks.
Yeah.
That's a huge one. He's not giving fucks. You wear it because you're confident in it. Yeah. What's a country that you would like to travel to for the food? Good question. I'd like to go back to Italy because it was banging.
God damn. That's such a hard question. Greece, I guess.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I like a lot of Greek food.
I wasn't really impressed.
Fuck you.
McGregor versus Dustin and Fury versus Wilder predictions. I got Dustin again. Confidence flying high off that last fight.
Yeah, I really want to see McGregor actually do something because if he don't,
That's it. He's done.
Yeah, it's game over. Isn't it?
And I've got Fury again. He's too slick. He's too fat. He's just too good.
Yeah, I'd say
He's going to be super smart. I think he's going to be even more driven to put Wilder away again.
Yeah, I would agree.
Aliens heading to Earth. Who do you send to represent us, and what's their walkout music? What the fuck? Brett versus Godzilla is back, and he's back big.
Nice.
Oh my god, what a question. Who do you send? I am sending Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, that's a good shout.
I'm sending Ryan Reynolds, and he's going to walk out to Thunder from AC/DC.
Fucking hell. That's a very good one. See, now you've completely set a different tone in my head from where I was going. I was thinking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I thought that first.
Yeah, and I think the Terminator theme tune.
Yeah, Terminator 2 or 1?
Terminator 2.
Terminator 1.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the best invention of the last 100 years? Mobile phone.
Yeah, realistically, I don't think anything can compare.
No. Best nostalgic kids TV you watched? Sharky and George is his. That stretch of song. Sharky and George is sick. Sharky and George, Crime Busters. I have Shark. I have a Shark teacup and I sing it every time I get it out. Crime Busters of the Seas. I liked nostalgia one. It's got to be, I suppose, movie wise it's Demolition Man. TV show wise, Friends, because I used to watch it with my mum when I was really young, and it was every Friday night.
For me, I probably
I wasn't really allowed to be up, but I stayed up for that.
There's a few like cartoons, but it's like
Biker Mice from Mars.
Dexter's Lab. That was I fucking love
that was
Dexter's
good.
Lab.
That was good actually.
Yeah, Ed, and Eddie as well.
Oh yeah,
That was really
Ren and Stimpy.
Yes, Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, they're the ones. So Biker Mice from Mars, Ren and Stimpy, and Ed, and Eddie.
Or Pinky and the Brain as well.
Pinky the Brain.
That was
yes.
fucking hilarious.
They were so short though.
Yeah, they were.
Okay, what's the most extravagant and frivolous thing you've ever purchased?
I don't really do shit like that.
Nah, I
My
guess
bathroom.
my motorbikes and car. Yeah, no, I don't really do stuff.
No,
I'm not
boring.
that type
I'm
of
very.
guy.
Yeah, I'm quite.
I just look at
Careful with
something
my
and
money.
think that's a waste.
Yeah,
I can
I'm pretty
back
careful.
it, yeah.
We're both tight asses, so unfortunately.
Yeah, we buy stuff we buy stuff that we like, but we get it at a good price. So most frivolous thing would be the fact that I bought the BMW K75 while sat in an airport just scrolling through eBay, and I bought it on a whim.
Yeah.
And it was like $2,500. Mr. Lewis, do you need anything making out of oak for your house renovation? That's from Lee.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, Lee. Yeah, I probably will do actually.
Yeah.
To be fair, oh, actually, that's a good shout. I've got
Because he does all those outside extension stuff in Oakham. That's sick.
I might get in contact with Lee. Give me his number after. I'll give him a
will
bell.
do. What flavour ice cream or dessert do you wish existed that doesn't? Wow. I bet it does exist somewhere.
That's the
though.
thing. There's so many.
How long have we got left?
Exact chocolate rum.
Yes.
If they made that
Chocolate
as
rum.
ice cream, fucking hell, that would be so
All
good.
in with you on that. How long have we got left?
We've got 34 seconds, and then we've got 1 minute 34 seconds.
1 minute 30. Okay. What does your own personal hell look like and your own personal heaven? Oh, my own personal hell would be like doing maths for eternity with no work, like nothing physical.
Yeah, 34.
Yeah.
I think my hell would be drowning in a giant pool of jelly, but never being able to die from it. So I'm just constantly inhaling jelly.
Death. Permanent jello death.
And it's a horrible flavoured jelly.
Your own personal heaven.
And it's got flies in it.
Your own personal heaven. Mine would be just being with everybody that's gone. You know that you've cared for in this time, and that's a minute allowed left, and just a place of just pure just pure bliss and love and zero worry.
Mine's just a permanent nut being busted.
Oh, damn it! I think you win. Fuck.
That infinite nut.
I'm constantly going to be looking over the fence now in heaven, like. Oh,
And I'm just there going like,
pick the right. I'm interested into buying a bike, but I don't know how to ride one. Any advice? Yeah, do a test to learn to ride a bike. How many times has Mr. Lewis nearly gone through the floor doing his bathroom?
only once, to be fair. Yeah, only once. It was carrying some sheet material upstairs. Forgot that we'd taken one of the boards up.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I was cool.
Have you seen the series Black Sails, Pirate Series, Boobs, Sword Fights and Pirates?
Yes, I've
I
seen
have not. I'm
First
getting
two
that.
seasons were pretty decent.
Really? Right,
Yeah.
I'm in. Black Sails. Thank you, Create.
I need to watch that again, actually.
Which is your favourite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and why? Raphael, because he's got the scythes and he's just cocky as
Yeah,
fuck.
Raphael. Yeah.
Are you going to use pod thumbnails as a flip book for Mr. Lewis's hair growth?
We should have done, actually. I never even thought about that. That's hilarious. Yeah, I've seen it from beginning to end.
Yeah, well, thank you for reminding us we need to do a fucking thumbnail.
Yeah.
Because we always goddamn
We
forget.
always
I used
forget
to
the
make
fucking
one up out
thumbnail.
of nonsense.
Sweet.
That's it. What a great episode. Thank you all for tuning in. The video has gone on YouTube. Farewell, YouTube. I hope you all have a fantastic week. It is Monday. It's a fresh week. It is that time again. Make your own fucking energy. Get outside. Put your feet on the earth. Feel good. Remember what we talked about this week. Stop lying to yourselves. Own up to your shit.
Yeah.
Start creating those good mechanisms and follow that gut instinct. We hope you all have a fantastic week. And we will catch you in the next episode.
Toodle pip.
Toodle pip. Boom, baby.
Yeah, damn.